Do you like to take pictures with your phone? Of course you do! And have you ever been in a spot where the focal length of your phone wasn't wide or long enough? Well, in today's episode I will show you how you can turn your phone into a DSLR camera. Cause let's face it, the best camera is always the one that you have with you. What up guys, my name is Eddie Bear and welcome back to yet another episode. Today we will take a look on how to improve the focal length of your mobile phone with the help of these little lenses here. There are multiple manufacturers out there that create lenses for mobile phones, but I wouldn't consider all of them to be known for good quality glass. And with mobile phones it's the same as it is with DSLR cameras. If you take a high quality DSLR and put a cheap lens in front of it, the picture that you will get out of the camera will be kinda decent, but not too good. If you take good glass in front of your camera, you will get a great picture, and it kinda is the same with iPhone lenses. When Sandmarc reached out to me whether I wanted to test their new wide-angle lens with my iPhone XS, I was totally down with it, cause I already know that they can create good high quality glass, cause they're already known for their drone filters. And before I show you what you get with the wide-angle lens in the box, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also make sure to check out the written articles under eddie-bear.com. So with that said, let's see what's in the box.
Alright, so let's check out Sandmarc's new iPhone lens and what we got inside the box. So first off, we have the case for the iPhone. So it's pretty much a standard plastic iPhone case. Then we have a cleaning cloth. We have a clip-on for the lens, so you not only can mount your lens with the help of the case, you also can use this little clip here. Sometimes the tip of the clip tends to, this little bendy thingy here, tends to stick to the other rubber part of this clip. So make sure that it's tightly clipped in here so you will not lose it. And now the most important thing of this package, the lens itself. So it comes in a nice little bag and voila, this is the lens. So from the first look, it pretty much looks like a standard DSLR camera lens. So the lens is protected also in the front, also in the back with little caps, which you can remove easily. So you can see here's the threading that goes onto the case. And also this is the front of the lens. So it is really a nice element. So with the help of my iPhone XS, I will show you how you can mount your Sandmarc wide lens onto the iPhone itself. Let's start with the easiest one, the clip. The iPhone XS has two lenses on the back. The telephoto lens on the bottom and the wide lens on the top. So I recommend you to use the lens on the top in order to get the widest possible angle. It is pretty easy to mount. You take your clip, put it on the top, and as you can see, the clip is covering the top right corner of your display, but on the lock you can see that Face ID is still working, so there is no issue in using the clip. Now to put on your lens, remove the cover on the back, screw the lens onto the clip like so. Then remove the lens cap in the front and boom, here you go. Now you have a wide-angle lens in front of your iPhone. You can see that the view angle is way wider than before, after, before. Since the Sandmarc iPhone cover is a standard cover, there should be no issue. So you place your iPhone in there, clip it in, and boom, you have additional protection on your iPhone. And remember, the top lens is the wide angle lens, so put your lens on top, and here you go. It is really mounted in tight in there, so there's no wobble or anything like that. I also should mention that this little element on the top of the case here is made out of metal, so this will help to prevent the wear and tear of the case as you're using it over time.
Since you now know what comes in the box, let's talk about its components. So I personally hate cases for phones whatsoever. I never use a case. Since I have the wide-angle lens, I started to use every now and then the iPhone case. And there is a pretty good reason for it. The moment you introduce motion into your footage capturing process, you will get an issue with the clip on the back of your iPhone. Let's say, for example, you're standing on a snowboard and going downhill. This motion is already enough to displace the lens on the back of your iPhone, and you will start noticing distortions on the corners of your footage. On the other hand, if you're sticking to still photography, the clip is a good companion. It does not take up too much space, and it's easy to align the lens with the lens of your iPhone. By now, I'm pretty sure you want to know how the Sandmarc Wide-Angle Lens actually holds up under real-life conditions. I'm pleased to say that in all the footage I took, I wasn't able to spot any kind of color distortions or chromatic aberration aside from the ones that you already get from your iPhone XS. Although the iPhone XS already has a wider field of view than the iPhone X had, even with the help of the Sandmarc Wide-Angle Lens, you will not get the propagated 16mm view. To show you how 16mm field of view look like, I took this shot with my Canon EOS R. And now let's throw the picture of the iPhone XS with the Sandmarc Wide-Angle Lens on top of it. So you can see that it's somewhere around 18 to 20mm-ish. So it's not down to 16mm, but it's still wider than the stock lens. This extra field of view will give you a higher range to work with. Another thing I really like about the behavior of the Sandmarc Wide-Angle Lens is how it produces lens flares. I know some people hate lens flares, but I think lens flares sometimes really can make your picture pop. Thanks to the optical elements within your Sandmarc lens, you will get wider lens flares with more details, and this will lead to more depth within your pictures. Since we're already talking about distortions, I also can say that even if you're taking long exposure shots with your iPhone, you will not have any kind of weird artifacts or whatsoever within your picture. So what's my overall verdict on the Sandmarc Wide-Angle Lens? Well, let's face it, there will be situations where you don't want to take your heavy full-frame DSLR camera with you. In those situations, a wide-angle lens that you can shove onto your iPhone or any other phone you have comes in really handy, and it will give you more creative freedom to capture the things you love. No matter it's a beautiful big landscape or you're somewhere in a city and you just want to capture some tight architectural details, you can capture all these beautiful details with the help of additional lenses. In the end, it will always come down to what you like to take pictures of and also the gear you have with you. If you want to up your mobile photo game, a neat little helper like the Sandmarc Wide-Angle Lens will help you to achieve this. By the way, have you even considered buying a lens for your mobile phone to get a more deeper understanding and feel of the mobile photography world? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what kind of gear you checked out lately. So with that said, thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.